An Auckland councillor is demanding Auckland Transport immediately pull alcohol advertising from city buses. The sides of the buses are covered with big billboards promoting beer and spirits. NZ Bus owns the advertising space on Central and North Shore buses, but as Laura Tupou reports, AT has no control over the ads until it takes over later this year.
A bus that circles Auckland's inner city pulls up with an ad splashed along its side. It has a famous New Zealand actor looking at me, smiling, saying, "I'll have a beer." It's sponsored by the Brewers Association and the largest brewers, DB and Lion. The next bus has a playful scene with a man riding a BMX and a woman on his back, with the words, "We busy chillin'," Karuba, a taste of Jamaica. Auckland Transport has a clear advertising policy that does not allow the promotion of alcohol brands or products. But these two buses are run by privately owned NZ Bus. Councillor Casey says it's not good enough. She says it's sending mixed messages at a time when thousands of university students are catching public transport to start their year.
As a council, we want to minimise harm from alcohol and gambling as part of the Auckland plan, to which they subscribe.
Councillor Casey has asked Auckland Transport to pull the ads, but it says its hands are tied. AT says a huge amount of work has gone into redesigning the city's bus networks and bringing in new bus contracts. It says it can only take over the advertising on buses when the new contracts are in place. For the city buses, that will be in July, and for the North Shore, it will be in September. It says as long as the advertising meets the Advertising Standards Authority rules, Auckland Transport can't tell NZ Bus to remove it. The Alcohol Health Watch Director, Nikki Jackson, says moving the contracts to Auckland Transport can't come soon enough.
They expose a huge number of people to their messages and the portrayal that alcohol is fun, it's sexy and it's harm-free. Certainly we don't want school kids on these buses. This is an easy opportunity to get some wins in relation to alcohol harm reduction by getting alcohol off the buses. Dr
Jackson says alcohol costs society $4 billion each year and the harms are widespread.
We see children born with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, we see family violence, we see road crashes, we see lost productivity in workplaces, a huge amount of crime and violence on our streets, poor amenity and good order within communities. All of these effects reach far into our communities and more New Zealanders are harmed by the drinking of others than by their own drinking.
RNZ News approached NZ Bus CEO several times for comment about why it is advertising alcohol on its buses, but it's yet to respond. AT says it does not advertise alcohol. Mo te hotaka o te ahiahi, ko Laura Tupou aho.